Three or more sets at once. All the examples so far have included two queries. Query 1 union query 2 and similar queries. What if you wanted to have three or more sets? You can do that in Oracle SQL. Three sets could look like this. Query 1 union query 2 union query 3. How do we know which queries to use first? Does this have a precedence like and or operators? The good news is that there is no precedence. It goes from first operator to last operator. Brackets can also be used to enforce precedence. Let's take a look at some examples. We have this example here using union. The first query is where the salary is between $28,000 and $40,000, and we're going to union that for salaries between $20,000 and $30,000. Let's run this query. We can see that the salary data is between 20 and 30, and then 28 and 40. This means in total it's between 20 and 40,000. Now let's add an intersect query. We're going to have a similar query, but we're going to change the salary values to between 30 and 55,000. So let's run this query. We get 22 records, and all of these will be between 30,000 and 50,000 for the salary. So this shows that we have the first query, which then unions the second query, and then the result of that is intersected with the third query. They run in the order that we write them. What if we change the intersect to union, and then run that query? You can see we have a lot more rows. We should have records between 20,000 and 55,000 in this list. Let's change this back to intersect and add a fourth query for minus. So we copy and paste our query again and change the values from 25,000 to 28,000. Let's run this query. You can see the values remain the same because there is nothing in here from 25 to 28,000. What if we change this from 31 to 33,000 and run the query? You can see the results have gone from 22 to 15 records because the records with a salary between 31,000 and 33,000 have been removed. We can also add brackets. The brackets will enforce a certain set of queries to run first. Let's add this to start the second query and at the end of the third query. So what this will do is we'll run this union or this intersect first, and then it will get that data and union with the first query. Then the result of all of that will be used in a minus query with this query here. Let's run this query and see the results. We can see that there are 18 records here. So that's how you can use several set operators with each other and with brackets. Next, we'll look at functions, aggregate functions, and grouping.